Welcome to Boma Tutorial. Today we're going to talk about how you can be able to install Visual Studio Code and how you can be able to download the Python extension for Visual Studio Code. Remember in our previous tutorial, we talked about how we can be able to download the Python programming language on our computer, and also we talk about how to be able to download the PyCharm, which is the IDE Integrated Development Environment. There's another integrated development environment that we can also install, which is the Visual Studio Code. So how can we download the Visual Studio Code? So the first thing, you can come to the browser and type Visual Studio Code download. Now you will see this link. If you click on this link, it will carry you to the download area on Visual Studio Code website. So here is it. If you are using Mac, you can use this one to download. If you are using Linux, you can also download this one. But we are using Windows, so definitely you can click on this and the downloading process will start. But I have already downloaded Visual Studio Code and I have already installed Visual Studio Code on my computer. So the process of installing and downloading Visual Studio Code is simple. It's not something difficult for you to do. So as I said, I have already downloaded it. So if you come on my desktop, you'll see the Visual Studio Code app on there. So now I can come here like this, click on this, and my Visual Studio Code open. Now I want to make sure that I have already downloaded the Python programming language on my computer and it is installed, which of course I'll prefer to show us how to do it. So I can come here to extension, click on the extension. These are all extension of Visual Studio Code. So for example, I can come here and just say code run. So I need code runner. So I can take so there's it. So I can just come and click on code runner. So you see code runner, you can be able to install it. This is already installed. But if it is not installed, you will see installed and you can just click on the install button. Another extension that I need is Python. So you click on Python. Okay. So you look for this one. So you click on this one and you look for Python Microsoft. So you see this. So you click on install and it will install. So Visual Studio Code extension will support for Python language. So long you download the extension, you can be able to run your Python program. So these are all different extensions, but look for the one that also have this Microsoft, this extension, and you can be able to download it. So let's just give it a few minutes. So it will download, then we can be able to continue with our tutorial. So I'm going to pause this video as our Python is installing, our extension is installing. So I'll just download it afterward, then we'll continue our discussion. So if you notice, our Python extension is already installed. So when you're looking for the extension in Visual Studio Code to install, please make sure that you install the one that have Microsoft. So you can see that it's already been installed. Now, another one that we want to download is this extension here. So Python extension pack. And come here and you can be able to click on install. So you can also install this. As long we install the Python extension pack, we can be able to work with Python within our Visual Studio Code. So these are the different uh, package it will download. So download Python support language. It will also download this too. So let's just give it a few minutes, and the downloading process when it's completed, then we can go into it to develop our first program. So let's give it a few minutes. So if you notice, our program have our package, our Python package has already been installed. There's an extension. So there are so many extensions that we can download. Download these different extensions within our Python. So the first thing I want to make you to get familiar with the environment of Visual Studio Code. So if you look here, this is the welcome screen in Visual Studio Code. Don't forget, this is our extension. So this one is an extension. If you want to find all the different extensions that we want to download, just come here and tap the name of the extension, whether it's C, whether it's C++, whether it's Java, whatever extension that you want to download, you can come here, you can be able to download it. Now, if you look here, this one is for, so this one we can be able to tap here like this. So this will bring us to our folder area. So the first thing I want to encourage you is for you to go on a desktop. So let's come, for example, let's minimize this. Let's minimize this, come here on our desktop, and we can be able to create a new folder. So we can come here like this, and you can be able to come to new, and you can see, you can come here like this, and you can be able to, let's just say, let's name this folder Python work. So, so this is the name of our folder on our desktop. So I can come back to my Visual Studio Code. Now, how can I open that folder into my Visual Studio Code? So the first thing, you can come here. So they tell you that you have not yet opened your folder. So we need to open your folder. So what we can do, we can come here to file, and you can, when you come to file up here, so you come to open folder, you click on open folder. Now, when you create that folder, you can create the folder we created to desktop, but we can even create folder to document and we can still use it. So I come to this desktop, and here's the folder that I created on the desktop. Now, so work. So I click on this folder and I say select folder. That folder will open directly in Visual Studio Code. So you see, here is the folder. So here is this place, this whole place here, they call it the project browser in Visual Studio Code. This is my project browser, and this is my working space. This is where I work. Now, the next thing I want to show you guys is how we can be able to create. So they ask me a question, so I can just say yes. So come here like this and just say yes. I trust this. Now, how can we create a pattern file in Visual Studio Code? But before doing that, there's a few things I want to show you guys. So before we continue, you know, uh, like every language, for example, the English language has a rule that we need to follow. So if you don't follow the rules, that means you'll be speaking wrong on sentence or wrong English. So there are rules set for us to follow. So the same way too in programming, there are rules, and those rules are called syntax. So every programming language has a syntax or its rule on how to follow it. So we need to follow the rules so that we can write a better programming language. And Python too has a rule. And one of the rules that I want to talk about is indentation, indentment, to indent. So to indent is say it refers to the space or spaces at the beginning of a colon. Now, this one, if you're careful when you are writing your pattern, if you don't carry on the right intendment, it can be able to give you errors. And they say pattern uses intendment to indicate a block of code. So it is good that we keep this in mind. We want to make sure that we intend. If we don't intend the correct way, pattern will not understand what we are writing. Now, let's come back here to our Visual Studio Code and let's create our first pattern file. So if you look here, you see there's the name of the folder on our desktop. So you see your new file. You can also create a folder within our pattern folder that we created. So for example, you can come here like this and we could just see, let's just say we name this banner. Remember the extension is .py now, so yeah, so we just enter. Now we can come here with our first pattern code to print. Remember we said print is a powerful function. So we can use either a single inverted command or a double inverted command. So we can come here and say welcome to our pattern class. So you see, so we can say welcome to our pattern class. Now we can be able to save this log here. So you see here, so we can come here like this. So that will mean that our pattern code have not yet been saved. So we can just press Ctrl S and you know it's saved. Now remember we installed one of the package that we installed was code runner also. So you see this is the code runner. So if we come here like this, click here and you see run pattern file. So we can click here like this and it will run our pattern file into our terminal. So this is our terminal. So this result that we just wrote here will be seen. So you see, here is it. Welcome to our pattern class. It's been run into our terminal here. Now, let's come back and see there were another pattern or program using the print. So for example, I can come here, so I can say print and I can put this here and put a command and say, let's say for example, we want to add two numbers now. So let's say we want to add 50 plus another 50. Now we can come here like this and be able to click here and say run pattern file. So we're going to add two numbers. So you see 50 plus 50 is 100. Now I want to teach you guys another thing about how we can be able to write comments in Python. What the purpose of comment? Comment can be used to explain our pattern. Comment can be used to make your code more readable. Now, let's take for example, maybe working in your setting or you're working with certain pattern program that you are developing and you stop somewhere, but you cannot continue with the program that you are developing. So if your pattern program has comments or being documented by comments, it make it easy for another pattern developer to start from where you stop because the code has been documented. So the same way too, we want to make sure that we use comments in our code. So there are two ways you can be able to write your comment. So you can use the pound sign, this one, or the hash sign to be able to write a single line comments. So there are two types of comments. So we got single line and we also have multi-line comments. So let's take for example single line comment. If you want to write a single line comment, you can come here like this So, so if you want to write a single line comment, you can just put this hash sign. You say, uh, this is comment. So you can just put it. So there's a comment. So if I decide to save this and I run this, you will notice that this is a comment will not appear in my terminal. So let's take for example a comment like this, run this one. So if I run this, you notice that you see, so it will not appear in my terminal. Now let's do another one, which is the multi-line comment. So the multi-line comment is where so let's say you can come like this. So there's a multi-line comment. Okay, so there's a multi-line comment. So there are two type of comments. So there's a multi-line comment. So now we can come between here like this. So you come here like this. So you use the quote, you use double quote 2 times, and you can come here like this. Here. So alright, so come here like this. So okay, so there's the multi-line comments. Okay, so just wait. Okay, so come here. We can write whatever we want to write. Is comment. So we can write a whole line. So this is a multi-line comment. We can be able to save it and setting it. So as you can see, this is a multi-line comment. So this is how we write a multi-line comment. So where we have so many texts into a comment. So this is a short comment and this is a multi-line comment. So if I come here like this, run this, notice that the comment will not appear in my terminal. So thank you for watching. This is my tutorial. We're going to run series of Python program that we can be able to benefit from, that will equip us. Especially I will use Visual Studio Code, but you can use Python to be able to run the Python program. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching. You can please subscribe to my YouTube channel.